Hello Virgo, welcome in. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing, thank you, a psychic reading for you. Thank you. Because you Virgos continue to have some of the highest viewership on these readings, so I'm going to continue to send you out more readings. So appreciate you, Virgo. Thank you. All right. I would like to take this opportunity to invite you to a free student healing clinic on Fridays. I'll put a link in the description box below. And if you're interested, it's online. Tops 30 minutes. Starts 3 p.m. on Friday, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. So that's 2 Pacific, 4 Central, 5 Eastern Standard Time. You'll come into the space, say hello to me, and I'll match you up with a student who's already in a private, separate room, and send you into that breakout room where you'll meet a student. Tell them your healing intentions. They'll give you an aura chakra healing, share a few things that they notice about your energies. Please don't let the term student fool you. These are amazing healers with their own beautiful skills. So if that sounds like something that would be helpful for you to clear your energy, cut cords, clear the energies of the week so you can have a wonderful weekend, however you want to show up. If this sounds like something you're interested in, there's a link in the description box below, and you just sign up and get a link. It's all free, so welcome. All right, let's get to your reading, Virgo. In the overall energy of the reading, we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Wands, and Justice. All right. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Something's not working. The work isn't being done. The work isn't getting done. Something's not working. Maybe someone's not working, not putting the work in. 10 of Wands. Burdens, doing things alone, feeling exhausted, ending a cycle, possibly a harvest. Justice, Libra energy, balanced. Something is coming into balance. It feels like upper chakras, air sign, something about keeping balanced in your thoughts so you get a balanced result. All right, let's clarify. Why is the 8 of Pentacles in reverse in this reading? What's not working? Who's not working? Why is the 8 of Pentacles here? Wow, 6 of Wands reversed. 3 of Cups reversed. Page of Pentacles, 2 of Swords reversed, Strength card, holy cow, this is half the deck, 8 of Swords, 5 of Wands reversed, Fool card reversed. There's been something that's been disappointing around some group, a lack of support, if this is around work, 8 of Pentacles, it feels like there's no support, a toxic work environment possibly. This feels like a lot of burdens, not liking what you do. I get the feeling what I'm seeing here is around work, something that you do. There's too many burdens. It feels like you're doing too much in this environment. And you're not getting support from the people in this environment. No emotional support. Six of Wands reverse. Public humiliation. Lack of progress. I like that the Page of Pentacles is here. It says learning something new, seeing something from a new vantage point. There's been a fog of confusion. Now there's clarity coming in. You've got the strength to figure this out, to work through this. I love that the Eight of Swords is in reverse. It reminds me of the Two of Swords in reverse. It feels like there's a lot of clarity coming in, and it feels like this Justice card has something to do with the clarity coming in. Seeing something in a very balanced, you're rebalancing how you're seeing something. And it's helping you see whatever this is from a different vantage point, from a bigger perspective. But you've got this confidence about you as well. You're letting go of some type of competition, struggle, reckless. It feels like whatever this is feels very mature, like you're going in the right direction. Starting off where something didn't work. It was the wrong mix. You're doing too much. There's just a lack of success, the wrong mix of people. Something's not working. And it looks like you're using balanced thoughts, being able to see things, reworking things. And it's bringing you some clarity and confidence. And it looks like you're letting go of some type of struggle and repetitive cycle. It feels like you're clearing some beliefs that have kept you stuck in a cycle that doesn't work, where there's a lack of support. All right. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. What does Virgo need to know about the Ten of Wands? The King of Swords in reverse and Judgment coming out as a challenge to the Ten of Wands. Feels like there's expansion energy, better judgment. I'm getting like you can do this better. There's an easier way instead of you carrying all the burdens. Doing everything yourself. Feels like it's been a challenge for you to get to an expanded way of seeing things, and reworking that, cutting out who and what doesn't work. This feels like some belief systems. Some negative beliefs have got you believing you're the only one that can do it. Is this perfection pictures, Virgo? Not calling you out. I'm the only one that can do this. I'm the only one that knows how to do this. No one else can do this like I do it. But it feels like you might have some belief systems that aren't helping you, that aren't inviting help. If you've got a belief system that's similar, I'm the only one that knows how. No one else can do it the way I do it. So I have to do everything. Do you like that belief system? Because you don't create what you want, you create what you believe. This is a creative space. You're a creative individual. You create your reality. Your beliefs, your thoughts create your reality. And if you've got beliefs that are limiting, that have you doing all the work, it feels like there's a need to change those beliefs, let go of that story, Because whatever story you have going on, the universe is like, yes, the universe is like, we are so cooperative. And we want you to have whatever it is that you believe. And so if you believe that you're the only one that can do this, then so be it. So there's something about changing, cutting out limiting beliefs. All right, but you've got to tell something. You got to say it and believe something that you do believe. So you might have to bridge your beliefs. What does bridging your beliefs look like? All right, if you're coming from a belief that I have to do it all, that I am the only one that knows how to do things, I'm the only one that does it right, but that's burdening you. You would love help. So you've got to soften that belief. I'm coming from a place where I was believing I was the only one that knew how to do it, that I have to do all the heavy lifting. But I'm recognizing that I'm worthy of support. I'm worthy of help. I'm worthy of attracting people who understand, who are excited and want to do the same thing, that can help. I'm worthy of finding the right answers to create this space. I'm worthy of forgiveness. I'm worthy of care. I'm worthy of support. It feels like changing those beliefs so you can attract. So you have a belief system that supports what you prefer. All right, let's look at justice. For me, if you want to receive justice, you have to embody justice. Justice isn't some energy out there floating around that can happen to you. Justice is something you can embody, staying balanced in your thoughts, not going down a rabbit hole of victim mentality, of what's been unfair, what's unbalanced, but staying balanced in your thoughts. And more balanced and fair you perceive and you stay, then you start attracting justice to you. More balanced energies, fair energies, right? Vibration first, frequency first. Tell me about justice. Nine of Swords reversed. Getting out of a comfort zone, facing your fears by staying balanced. Feels like you're getting out of a comfort zone. Maybe it's a comfort zone to stay in those beliefs. Nobody can do what I do. No, and it just, instead of having to work with others, having to learn those type of lessons of how to work well with others, maybe that's a comfort zone, some type of belief system. Whatever that is for you. Wow, Empress. Very attractive energy, divine feminine energy. So what I'm seeing here, Virgo, is you have this divine feminine energy that's very attractive. And so to be mindful what your beliefs are, because you attract what you believe. You don't attract what you want. I want this, I want this. When you yearn and when you want, that yearning vibrationally sends out the message to the universe that I don't have this. I want so much, I don't have it. The universe is cooperative, says, okay, you believe you don't have this, so we want to cooperate so you don't have this. Does that make sense? So if you want something, you have to be in the energy of what you want, like you already have it. already appreciating it, already touching, tasting, feeling, squeezing that energy, whatever that is. There's a quality of already having it to have it. And here's another message around something around work, not working well with others. And so it feels like what I was picking up on at the beginning was something not working in a group, at work, something's not working. There's a lack of support, there's a lack of success, there's a lack of celebration. And this is Three of Pentacles reverse is my card for doing all the work. Being the one in the group project that's doing all the work and labor, no one else is helping out. There's something about that story, letting go of that story. I'm excited about working with people who can meet me, who understand me, who are on the same trajectory, that are excited about getting the job done. I'm excited to work with people who do work well with me, who are very capable. I'm so excited about attracting people who are very balanced and excited about doing the job, are capable. I love attracting to me people who can match my level of capability, surpass my level of capability. That feels like better belief systems that would be great mantras to attract the right people so you're not doing all the work. All right, Virgo. Moving on to what's hidden. We have another Nine of Swords in reverse. That's definitely the way we want to see that card. I love when we get doubles, repeat cards. Then we've got the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. Boy, action. All these knights. 3 knights in a row in what's hidden. All right, so Nine of Swords in reverse. Again, getting out of a comfort zone, facing your fears, clearing those limiting beliefs, getting out of that comfort. This reminds me, every year I do one thing that terrifies me, that I want to do, that terrifies me. So last year it was moving to a whole new state by myself. It's something I really wanted, a fresh start. It was terrifying, did that. Amazing. This year, my big one thing was starting the psychic school. Terrifying. Lots of definitely leaving comfort zones, but facing my fears, and it makes all the difference. And then during the year, each year, constantly going towards what fears me instead of allowing my fears to keep me small and confined. Knight of Cups feels like a dream. Knight of Pentacles feels like you're figuring out how to bring that dream, what you want, taking action on your dreams. Action, Knight energy, as I'm perceiving it here, and what's hidden is figuring out how to get your ideas, your fantasies, what you want to create for yourself in your world, and how to bring it down out of fantasy into 3D pentacles. Planting seeds, nurturing those seeds, seeing what seeds grow, what seeds don't. It's slow going. It can be. Knight of Pentacles. But the Knight of Pentacles is definitely going to get to his destination. It's taking him longer because he's planting all those seeds along the way. Not just it feels like what you want in life. Not waiting until you get to some point to be happy, because then that just creates happiness as something in the future that I can't have, but I need to work towards. Instead, the Knight of Pentacles is planting the seeds of what you want right now, where you are. Enjoying your journey too. I'm happy now and cultivating more happiness. I'm stable now and creating more stability going forward. Not waiting till if you've got that picture that when I get to this destination, then I'll be happy. When I do this thing, then then it always keeps your happiness out in front instead of cultivating and learning how to create that as you go. All right, Knight of Swords is rushing to conclusions, rushing in. Knight of Swords, fast moving, one of the fastest moving cards of the tarot deck. But there's a lot of confusion. The Knight of Swords doesn't necessarily have all the answers. They think they do. They've got an idea, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's correct. And with the Star card, Page of Wands in reverse, it looks like you're healing and figuring out what belief systems work and what belief systems don't. There's something about not needing it to look a certain way. There's something about not relying on your upper chakras, the way it looks, the way it sounds. There's something about needing to heal, the need to see everything completely, to have the roadmap, because it looks like by rushing in with what it looks like, you're missing the component of what it feels like. There's some, with the Eight of Swords here too, there's some type of limiting beliefs. You're trying to see it all before you make the moves, and there's something important about following your highest excitement. Flexibility, adaptability. There's also something very important about being yourself. Being your weird self and trusting that. Trusting what you're drawn to, excited by, not necessarily overthinking. That might be what I'm getting here. A lot of overthinking, trying to think your way through things instead of trusting. Feels like a Knight of Wands would be very helpful here. Following your highest excitement, or a Ace of Wands kind of energy. Anything else that would help Virgo in what's hidden? Seven of Wands. Well, I did ask for a wand energy. Protecting your energy. Healthy boundaries. Not letting others mess with your head. Recognizing what's yours and going after what you want. There's also something here about not feeling ready, but doing it anyway. Again, clearing those perfect pictures, needing things to be perfect. All right, Virgo, in the outcome and advice, we have the Four of Wands in reverse, Six of Swords in reverse. There's the Knight of Wands. All four knights showing up in the original cards. That's really impressive. I don't know if I've ever had that I've noticed. And then the Ten of Pentacles. Holy guacamole. Okay. There's something here in the first two cards. The Four of Wands reverse, Six of Swords reverse. Feels like this is talking about where you're coming from. A place where there's been a lack of celebration. That was showing up in the Three of Cups in reverse, people not celebrating you, lack of support, lack of energy, going further and further into lack of interest, unable to move on to calmer waters, nerves. But with the Knight of Wands, this is world building energy. This is going after your highest excitement. Like I was saying, facing your fears, getting unstuck by changing your vibration, changing your frequency, and start going towards what creates your highest excitement without any expectations. Just enjoying the journey, enjoying world building energy, following your excitement, not needing to see everything perfectly. Not allowing your fears to keep you stuck. And it looks like your world building leads you to 10 of Pentacles. This is generational wealth. This is something you might work towards for the rest of your life. Building whatever this is. Learning how to follow your excitement. And go after what you desire consistently enough that you keep creating and generating this 10 of Pentacles. More abundance, more stability. I'm seeing a lot of flow, a lot of abundance, a lot of ease coming in. It feels important, the action. All 4 Knights. Action, taking action on your dreams. Taking action in planting seeds of what you want and cultivating the environments that you want, and being mindful of the fastest Knight of Swords, and not rushing, not allowing that Knight to overpower. Just because he's the fastest moving Knight doesn't mean he's got all the information. It feels like the Knight that could be the most helpful right now is that Knight of Wands. Following your highest excitement. Taking action. Not just thinking about it. Not just talking about it, but taking action towards what it is that you want. And start bringing that into the 3D. Investing in the right people. In the right energies. Investing, the 6 of Pentacles is wise. He's not going to invest all 6 pentacles and put all his pentacles in one basket. He's going to hold back some of those pentacles and invest a little bit here, invest there, and see which investments pay off. So, all right, Virgo, that's your reading. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Take care.